Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is April 20th, 2016. This is Texan TV News from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas, and I am Sydney Burns. In campus news, 16 colleges from across the region will compete in the 51st annual Tarleton Stampede at the Lone Star Arena in Stephenville. There will be 9 events competed, including bareback riding, saddle bronc riding, bull riding, tie-down roping, team roping, steer wrestling, barrel racing, breakaway roping, and goat tying. This event will take place over the course of 3 days, starting tomorrow and running through Saturday. This event will determine which cowboys and cowgirls earn a trip to the college national finals in June in Casper, Wyoming. The Tarleton men's team currently leads the Southwest region, with the women in 3rd place. The men's team has 3,843 points over West Texas College. Performances take place at 7:30 p.m. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, with the rodeo slack slated for 8:30 a.m. Friday and Saturday. Admission is $10 per day for adults, and children under 10 are admitted for free. Tickets may be purchased at the gate. In local news, yesterday at 2 p.m., the Stephenville Police Department held a press conference to address the multiple vehicle burglaries and break-ins within the past few months. Chief of Police Jason King explained that the police department felt it was time to sit down and address the public with this ongoing issue. He discussed the type of burglaries and thefts and what type of items have been taken.
So it was time to sit down and talk about this with y'all and get information out to the public, because we've been experiencing a large uptick in the number of burglary of motor vehicle reports that we've had since January 1 of this year. Particularly, as you see, the months of February and April is where we've been the hardest hit. What we've noticed is that I think, with the exception of maybe 3 or 4 that occurred in February over off of the Dale Street area, where we had 3 or 4 that had windows broke out, pretty much predominantly all the rest have been unlocked vehicles. And then another thing that's particularly concerning to us is the number of firearms that have been left in vehicles that are also being stolen. Some of the other items, range from all other types of valuables, from cash to jewelry to different kinds of electronic devices. And then, as part of that, you also see the vehicle thefts that are there. And one of the patterns that we've noticed with the vehicle thefts is that most of them have also been unlocked with the keys in the vehicle, and then they're probably being used to do some of the vehicle break-ins.
King also stated that he believes it is a group or groups of people who are committing these crimes. When asked if they had any suspects, he replied by saying not any that they are ready to talk about at this time. If you have any information regarding these thefts or burglaries, the police department encourages you to call and contact them.
So we're asking for everybody's help. If you have information about anything that's going on or who might be committing these crimes, please let us know. But also, if you see anything suspicious in your neighborhood or stuff that doesn't look right, then call us. Please call us. Our investigators and officers are following up on some different leads, but so far we have not made any arrests on any of these cases. But we're trying to get them solved as quickly as possible.
To contact the police department, you can call their Crime Stoppers number at 254-965-CASH. And now today's Texas national and international news from the Associated Press. In state news, according to the Associated Press, the school board for a Southeast Texas high school has voted and decided to fire a high school teacher, Mary Hastings, who is a geometry teacher at Ozen High School. She was arrested on an assault charge after a video was recovered where she is seen repeatedly striking a student in her classroom. As reported from KFDM TV, the Beaumont High School District chose to accept its superintendent's recommendation to terminate Hastings from teaching at the school. A cell phone Snapchat video showing the woman wiping papers off the student's desk, slapping him 5 times, and getting onto him for being disruptive went viral earlier this month. The 63-year-old teacher was put on leave when she was arrested on a misdemeanor assault charge April 8th. She now remains free on a $2,500 bond. In national news, the body of a 45-year-old Terry Missy Beavers of Red Oaks was found on Monday. Beavers was a fitness instructor at a North Texas church and a married mother of 3. Her body was found by a student arriving for a class at Creekside Church of Christ in Midlothian. Investigators are looking for a man dressed as a police officer who was seen on a security video. He wore a jacket labeled police, gloves, and a helmet. The video showed the man inside the church minutes before the victim arrived at dawn. Captain John Spann said officers found broken glass on the floor and evidence of forced entry into the church, which could have possibly been a burglary. No cause for Beaver's death has been released. In international news, some 2,000 illegally trafficked elephant tusks and hundreds of finished ivory products erupted in a ball of fire yesterday as Cameroonian authorities conducted what was believed to be one of the largest burnings of poached wildlife goods in African history. The heap included ivory chessboards, beads, totem poles, and even miniature elephant sculptures, all intermixed with the raw tusks. Cameroonian officials said the pile totaled 3.5 tons of tusk alone, though that figure couldn't be verified. What's certain is the merchandise was worth millions of dollars. The pile was burned for 3 days, setting the pile aflame in a sandy square in Cameroon's capital. The ceremony is symbolic of their commitment to win the war against illegal smuggling of animal products. Central Africa's forest elephants have declined in number by 2/3 between 2002 and 2012. Today's weather forecast is brought to you by the National Weather Service. It is currently 67 degrees and overcast. There's a slight chance of thunderstorms and a 20% chance of rain. The high today is 76 degrees. Tonight, the low is 61 degrees with a chance of thunderstorms. Today's broadcast was produced by Candy Carpenter and Rebecca Hernandez. You can follow us at www.texannews.net, and don't forget to follow Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter. Tune in tomorrow for the latest news from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.